Hey, welcome to Friday Night Lights. I'm Craig Smiley. He's Mike Fenner. We got Tom Decker on board, and we'll hear from him in a little bit. But after seeing a 28-game regular season winning streak come to an end to open the season last Friday night, the Cathedral Prep Ramblers are glad to be home.
After falling to a tough Central Catholic team down in Pittsburgh, the Ramblers might as well try to start a new 28-game winning streak, right?
Yes.
But either way, Prep meant business tonight at Dollinger Field, no
Mike
doubt.
Mishler's team a little beat up. Several key players out, including Joey Scarabino out with a concussion, taking on Canada's St. Joe's Football North. Billy Lucas running north and south. For the game's first score, Ramblers turned a turnover into points, 7-0 after one. St. Joe's driving in the second. Nice pass inside the 5, but Jaheim Howard strips it, and the Ramblers recover. Then Prep goes back to the ground. Billy Lucas, 203 rushing yards and 3 touchdowns in the game and laying the wood there. And then Howard showing off the speed. He had a kick return for a touchdown in this one. Prep running so hard they knocked the power out. Okay, maybe not, but the power did go out in the stadium for more than a half hour. When the lights came back on, the Ramblers turned out the lights with a 55-7 win. Another District 10 powerhouse. Glad to be back in town. McDowell opening up that home portion of the 2018 schedule this season.
Just 6 points in last week's season opener down at Seneca Valley, and surely Brad Orlando's team wanted to get back out there in a hurry and light up the scoreboard at Gus Anderson Field. Let's see if they could do it. But please, don't call him Shirley. This one featured a ton of offense. McDowell, the 28-14 lead in the final 3 minutes of the half, but St. Francis responds. Jake Ritz hits Dominic Thomas, and he gets into the end zone to score, and this one is a game here. That lasted less than 30 seconds. McDowell responds. It's Chris Yukno throwing through the air to Hunter Sorensen, who comes down with it, and he's gone. 35-21 Trojans on top, and there wasn't a lot of defense in this one, but watch the individual effort here from the Toledo commit, Jerome Henderson, off the edge and gets the runner to the ground there. McDowell gets win number 1 in a big way, 58-33, your final.
To Corey we go. Beavers taking on the Mercyhurst Prep Lakers early in the first quarter of this one. Corey with it. Trey Redrup going to find Nick Lipinski for a nice gain. Trust me. Slow down, Benny. Nice play, Lipinski there. But later in the first, Corey going to fumble the football, and it would be recovered by Mercyhurst Prep. Next possession for the Lakers. They're getting crafty in the form of Mike Crafty. He's going to find Khalil Barnes on the swing pass and in 7-0. Lakers to the lead. Mercyhurst would take this one 47-6.
Troy Budashevsky's Harbor Creek Huskies coming off an impressive win week 1 over Iroquois, leading Seneca in this one 3-0 in the first. They give it up to Tony Langer. Williamson on the inside handoff, and he gets to the outside. Does the rest. 10-0 Huskies after one here on a big play there. Into the second. Get ready for the Smith twins. Sophomore quarterback Casey putting it up for twin brother Cody, who comes down with it. That makes it 17-0. Short time later, it'll be Casey to Cody again. Just get used to it. Harbor Creek led 39-0 with 10 minutes to play in the game when the shorthanded Bobcats decided to call it a night. Early final in this one, Harbor Creek moves to 2-0. Well,
one of the area's best backyard rivalries has some new blood. First-year Fairview head coach Nathan Liberty making his home debut with the Tigers tonight, and he had the chance to earn his first win at Fairview against none other than your Girard Yellow Jackets.
Don't call him mine. And while the Jackets have a new head coach in Bill McNally, he's been a part of this game for a number of years as an assistant. Girard has already matched its win total from last year after McNally earned win number 1 last week against Cambridge Springs. Let's get to the highlights. Nate Liberty looking for that first win at Fairview, taking on Girard, and the school's all-time leading passer Joe Dunn, now an assistant under McNally. Early fourth, Tigers leading 22-0, but Chris Mora puts on the moves, and after a couple of jukes, he winds up in the end zone. One of his 2 touchdowns. Tigers up by 4 of them in the fourth. Girard trying to avoid the shutout deep into Fairview territory. It's Nate Hansen taking the reverse inside the Fairview 5, and Cam Feathers finishes off the drive for Girard on the QB sneak for the touchdown. They missed the 2-point play, but it's a big win for Fairview. The Tigers take it 28-6 against their rival, Girard.
I'm glad to get my first win with my team. That meant a lot. I'm proud of these boys. We've come a long way. We've been dealing with adversity here, there, distractions, and, you know, they deserve this win.
There's some good blocks up front. Eli Larson kind of kicked him out for me. I cut it back. Then I made a man miss one-on-one.
On the Erie Sports Store scoreboard, a 28-6 final. Nate Liberty's first win with Fairview. Chris Moore goes for 25 carries, 165 yards, and a pair of touchdowns. Quarterback Mason Bender with 130 yards and a touchdown in the win.
Titusville looking to move to 2-0. Hosting Sean Hume's Northeast Grape Pickers in this one. Pick it up with the Pickers up 23-21. Rockets with it, but they put it on the ground. In Northeast looking to take over, and they turn it to then it turns into the Alex Fermanak show. Takes off for the long run down the left sideline. Nobody's going to get him. Northeast with a 30-21 lead. Then it's Fermanak from a bit closer, gets into the end zone. Northeast cruising like Florida Georgia line, 55-21 over the Rockets.
Battle of 1-0 teams out now. Be a Northwestern facing Mercer. New boys basketball coach Will Gadsden supporting the Cats as well. 7-7 game late in the first half. Cats quarterback Derek Albert showing off the legs, trying to move the drive ahead, but they would stay tied into halftime. Second half we go. Mercer with the football, and the Mustangs put it on the ground in their first offensive possession. Wildcats recover in the Mercer red zone, but penalties stall the drive. Then it's sophomore place kicker Preston Runcer who drills the long field goal to make it a 3-point lead. That proved to be just enough, and the game winner. Wildcats are 2-0 behind a 10-7 win over the Mustangs.
Matt Morgan's Iroquois Braves lost starting quarterback Matt Alessi in week 1, and they ran into a powerful Sharpsville team in week 2. Jeremy Lanowitz doing everything in his power to get the Braves on the scoreboard. He's in, but that cuts the Blue Devils lead to 56-6. Sharpsville doesn't let off the gas from midfield, pitching it to freshman Jaden Townsend. He's running free as the third quarter ends. Early in the fourth, Blue Devils go to the air. Danny Henwood puts it up, and watch Townsend behind the defense comes down with it in the end zone. Sharpsville blasts Iroquois 64-6. Across the border, Rocco Dobrin's Conneaut, Ohio Spartans taking on John Adams and coming away with the win in this one. Your final was 49-26. Conneaut will be at Lakeview next week. Now it's time to turn it over to the third member of our team. It's none other than Tom Decker. Tom.
Hey, thanks a lot, Craig. Even with big changes in regions and classifications, one must-see game in District 10 is when Meadville and Conneaut get together. As Class 5A region foes last year, Cache won by 10 in the regular season before the Bulldogs got their revenge in the playoffs. Now both teams looking to avoid falling to that 0-2 hole this year. And boy, this one was going to be a good one right off the bat, at least if you were a Conneaut fan here. First quarter, first possession. This is Kyle Sheets. He kind of does it all. Going up the middle there, flips into the end zone. That would make it 6-0 Cache. Next Eagle possession, Sheets one more time. This time he's heading outside, lowers the shoulder. That would make it 12-0 Conneaut. Third cast possession, and yeah, you get it here. Sheets one more time, the outside's going to throw a nasty little stiff arm here to finish off the play. Nice first down there. Finally, someone else getting a chance to run the ball. It's going to be Peyton Hearns. He's going to go in untouched. Cache absolutely rolls in this one, 48-6. Next, we got Fort LaBeouf at Warren here, War Memorial Field here. And boy, late in the third, Bison up by 8. Cole Dawson, he's going to find his main man, Tynan. I'm sorry, he gets the handoff here. And I'm just going to be honest with you, folks. This had some firepower in this game, but we're not going to show you any of it here as most of it happened before we got there. Let's get to the scoreboard nonetheless. Bison win this one, 59-38. Finally, Franklin at Oil City, and this one was all Oilers. Holden Stahl, he's going to get the keeper here, and he's taking it in for 6 here. Oil City would go up 7-0 after the extra point. Then it's going to be Christian Cole getting a shot here, and Cole, look at this. Tough run up the middle. He's in for 6 more. That would make it 14-0 Oilers. More from Cole, and checked out this run in this second effort. Somehow bounces out the back. He's finally regained his composure. He's heading the other way. Oil City looking good again. They dominate Franklin tonight, 73-7. Let's head to the Erie Sports Store scoreboard now, and in Region 7, it's General McLean. They're picking up the win here as they took down DuBois 41-12. Gentlemen, that's going to do it for me. Let's send it back to you.
So talented. Still to come, Seawolves begin their final series of the year. Highlights on the way.
But first, we'll continue our Week 2 high school football coverage next on Friday night.